Welcome to the Toronto Landmark Story Series, brought to you by freeconference.com and Dundurn Press. We hope you enjoy your experience as you settle in and listen to the introduction from the legendary Horseshoe Tavern, written and narrated by David McPherson.
Since 1947, except for a few blips and lean years best forgotten, the Horseshoe Tavern has stood guard just around the corner from Queen and Spadina. While other North American landmarks such as New York's CBGB and the Bottom Line now exist only as commemorative plaques and music memories in people's minds, the Horseshoe has somehow survived for more than 70 years. The more the landscape changes around 370 Queen Street West, the more the tavern remains the same. From the sidewalk, the facade is nondescript. It's no architectural marvel. Inside, the dirty old lady is cramped, cozy, and rough around the edges. For music lovers, though, the building, more affectionately known as the Shoe, is a shrine. It's a place of firsts. One of the first places in Toronto where you could order liquor. One of the first places you could hear live music. And one of the first bars to have a TV set. For the longtime staff members who have called the bar home, some for almost 3 decades, the timeless tavern means family. For many, bonds that became marriages, musical and otherwise, were first formed here. Their memories, along with the list of bands that have played the Shoe, are what make the venue so legendary. While some may call it a dive, it's a beautiful dive. So take a journey with me now. Dive into this icon's past. Begin with a stroll through the Shoe's front bar. Stop to peruse the posters, framed autograph photographs, newspaper clippings, and scrawled set lists that line the walls across from the pool table, where most nights you'll find the regulars, who show little interest in the live music coming from the back bar as they shoot a game of stripes and solids. These artifacts tell only some of the stories from the past 25 years. Unfortunately, much of the memorabilia from the first half-century of the tavern's existence were either lost or destroyed during the early 1980s. Only a few fragments from those early days remain, such as a huge movie poster advertising the 1963 musical comedy Bye Bye Birdie, plastered to the ceiling and peeling away, but like the venue itself, still hanging on near the stage in the back bar. The Horseshoe is a beacon for music lovers, a pilgrimage destination for those who understand its significance as part of Toronto's rich musical history. One word sums up why it has survived: passion. Almost all the owners shared this passion, for the music and for the patrons. As original owner Jack Starr once told Toronto Star writer John Goddard, "It was family. I don't mean we had kids there. I mean everyone seemed to know everyone." More important, from the moment Starr booked music in his home away from home in the downtown core, he cared for and showed congeniality toward the musicians he booked. They too were like family. There are stories of Starr packing picnic lunches for Loretta Lynn and her band to take as they boarded their tour bus. Over the years, thanks to the Shoe and its owners, hundreds of Canadian bands have had their starts or have been helped to take that needed step to the next level in their careers. The list is endless, from Dick Nolan and other rising Canadian country stars in the 1960s, to Stompin' Tom Connors in the 1970s, to Blue Rodeo in the 80s, to Nickelback, Rheostatic, Skydiggers, the lowest of the low, and the Watchmen in the 1990s. As most Canadian musicians attest, you'd arrived if you'd played the Horseshoe Tavern. Starr began this bequest to the Canadian music industry in the 1950s. Today, current majority owner and music aficionado Jeff Cohen, along with his partner Craig Lasky, continue this tradition for the next generation of rising Canadian stars.
We hope you enjoyed learning about the Horseshoe Tavern. To find David McPherson's The Legendary Horseshoe Tavern, visit dundurn.com or your nearest bookstore. Thank you.